Hello, my name is Selma. I'm a general coordinator of İstanbul Bariatrics Clinic. Today we have Aybüke next to me. She came a long trip away from Melbourne, from Australia. Good day.
Hello, good day. My name is Aybüke. I'm 17 years old and I'm from Melbourne, Australia.
Okay, so we just operated on Aybüke like 3, 4, 5 days ago, and I would like to ask her to go a little back in the past and ask her about her kilo history. When did you start to suffer from kilo problem? Do you remember?
I was like 13 or 14 years old when it started.
So, you start to gain and gain.
I started gaining weight really quickly, and all my friends were really skinny, and I started gaining a lot of weight, and that made me really uncomfortable very soon at a very young age.
And then you tried on many ways to lose your weight. What did you do particularly?
Since that age, I've always done crash or fad diets where I've cut out food groups, cut out sugar, cut out carbs. I've done extreme exercise. But the most extreme thing that I did was at the start of this year, I went to Thailand with my older sister to a fitness boot camp for 1.5 months. And I worked out, so I exercised 3 to 4 times a day with a personal trainer. 1 or 1.5 hours each session, and I was eating chicken, steamed vegetables, eggs, and protein shakes. Like that was it. And I came back and I weighed myself, and I had lost 1.1 kilos. So you can imagine how disheartened I was, because I put in so much effort and I didn't get the results that I wanted.
So then you start to think about some radical decision. Yeah, so you was the first who started to think about that, or some of your family told about that, or that was exactly you?
Well, I always complained to my older sister about my weight for years, and she's studying to be a doctor. So she said to me, "Why don't you do something about it then? If you're so uncomfortable about it, why don't you go and get the gastric sleeve or do something, get a surgery?" And I always said, "Oh, no, you know, I'll lose weight one day. I'll find a way to do it without having surgery." But it was at the start of this year when I saw on Instagram a girl called Hande who had had her surgery with İstanbul Bariatrics, and she had lost 52 kilos within a year. And I just looked at it and I said, why don't I do that? Why don't I just make it happen? And that's how I decided.
So you did talk to Hande, or you just follow her?
I follow her. She's done question and answer type videos, and I've asked a few questions to her before. But she doesn't know me on a personal level, no.
So actually we should introduce her to each other.
Maybe, yeah, it would be really nice.
Now let's call Hande. Let's call Hande and express your feelings.
Yeah, it would be really nice.
And then you met Hande, and then you came with the idea to your mother, huh?
I told my mum, and she was like, "What? Surgery? No, you're only 17. You can lose weight. Just really put your mind to it, and you can do it." And I told her, I've tried so many times. I've done really radical things, and it hasn't worked. So once she heard how desperate I was to lose weight, she finally started to give in. And when I told her about how much I trusted the doctors at İstanbul Bariatrics, that's when she eased off a little.
And then you came all long way, and so here we are. It's a very, very big pleasure to have you in like a part of our family. You also know that the distance is this like miles distance is not important for us. So we will be very, very often in contact, because actually you need to put real effort from now. So what we are expecting for you, you know. We talked it, I'm sure, for hundreds of times, all people of 11 from our teams, that you should think about your diet, think about your proteins, manage your psychology stuff, ask for support from us whenever you need that, and start with exercise. Exercise to get the muscles, to don't lose the one that you already have, but to get a new one, and to never, ever regain. That's hopefully. So you promise that, yeah?
Promise, yes.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you for everything.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.